Hello, everyone. Paul here from NetChatTV, and I'd like to welcome everyone to the show. Today is Sunday, December 6th, and just hanging out. I took a little ride earlier, went up north, North Jersey, but man, what a mess. Between this COVID and this election, it's all crazy. Even Christmas is just stifled. You know, they want people to just stay home and not really celebrate Christmas. So, well, I don't know. I mean, it's really bad. The virus is not a joke. You know, I know a lot of people have passed away. Some people just get sick, and you know, the symptoms are like a cold. Other people get sick, and within 2 days they got to go to the hospital, put on a respirator, and then they pass away. And age doesn't matter. You know, we could thank China for this and Obama. They funded that lab. But China, make no mistake about it, China's behind this whole thing with Obama and Soros and all that. Anyway, worked on the Jeep a little bit. Actually worked on the Jeep a lot. Fixed a couple of leaks at the doors. Checked my damper motors inside to make sure that they're working properly for heat, and they are. Worked on my motorcycle, replaced the starter, and that's working pretty good. Next thing we're going to do probably is change the oil in the Jeep. I'll probably change the oil, and that's it. And we should be set. Everything else is pretty good shape. I had the gas tank replaced under warranty, but I had to pay for the skid plate underneath. And did that. Smelled gas for a little while, but it was just residual that was laying around on top and stuff, and finally got that gone. Hosed it down. So, yeah. And I'm almost just about off Facebook. And now I'm on Parler. And I'm starting to like it. But I'm there. I still have my Twitter account. Hardly use it. I still have my Facebook account. I really don't use my Facebook account. The only accounts that I use are the NetChatTV account, and I use my Say County 2A rights account. Those are the only two, but I'm pretty much done with Facebook. I mean, I don't even go there anymore. I just jump in to check some stuff, and I'm jump right off. I don't post anything there anymore. It's all bullshit. And Twitter, I hardly post either, but I'm going to keep my account open, but I don't hardly post over there either. So everything's on Parler. I like it a lot. And that seems to be a pretty good platform. I like it. The only news places that I go are, I go to Newsmax. I do use the Epic Times. And I think I use the conservative blog and conservative news source. I use that. And that's it. So I don't bother with these other sites. And it's all, to me, it's all bogus crap. You know, it's all baloney. I don't trust any of it. But isn't this something with this election? They're finding more fraud and more cheating by the day. And Pennsylvania, they don't want to honor it. They don't want to even be bothered listening to it. California claimed it for Biden. Big deal. We didn't know that California is going to vote blue. Are they kidding me? With Oregon and Washington, you know, Colorado, all those liberal places. Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe it'll have to go to the House. If they can't definitely decide, it's got to go to the House. And you know what happens if it goes to the House, right? There is a majority of Republicans. There's only one representative per state. Not like the normal House where you have, 4 or 5 representatives per state. It's one representative per state, and there's more Republican states representatives than there are Democrats. So Trump would actually win, and he'd be back for another 4 years. Then you better hold on to your britches because there's going to be riots. You notice all the riots have calmed down. There's no more craziness, right? Because they figure Biden is in and Trump is out. But if they ever switch over, they ever decide to give it to Trump, man, oh man, you better hold on tight because it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy stuff going on. But I tell you, I miss, with this COVID, I miss the going out and going to, Barnes and Noble and sitting and having some coffee and browsing through some magazines. I used to like going to Starbucks, hanging out, Dunkin' Donuts, hanging out with my friends, going to the diner, catching something to eat once in a while. Yeah, that's all gone. And now they're destroying Christmas. I mean, this whole year has been oh man, what a mess. But they're destroying Christmas. I mean, here in New Jersey, they've said they don't want anybody traveling. Well, Fauci said it. They said please don't do any traveling for this year. Stay home. No parties. So Christmas and New Year's is just debunked. I'm sure there's a lot of people that aren't going to listen. But, it's really, you got to think about it. It's really a catch-22 because the virus is real. That's where I disagree with a lot of people. They don't want to listen to the government. I don't blame them. They don't want to listen to the government. They don't want to be locked down. They don't want to wear a mask. They don't want to take precautions and all this stuff. They think it's too controlling by the government. And it is. It is controlling. I'm not saying it isn't. But you got to understand that the virus, COVID-19, is real. It's not a make-believe thing. So the way I do it, I don't listen to anybody. But I do my own personal and my family due diligence. I make sure I'm protected. I go to a supermarket. I go into certain places. I always wear a mask. I always wash my hands when I'm done. I use alcohol. I do the best I can. Every day I take my vitamin C, my vitamin D, and zinc, which is what they give to most people when they start off with symptoms. I take that every day, along with some turmeric, CoQ10, and some other, I take a lot of little vitamins and stuff. But the virus is real. I mean, I've lost 3 friends already. And one guy, it started, March, so in around April, he had a hot rod car, and he used to go to all these little car shows around town, at these hot dog places and diners, on a Sunday to have a car show. And he would go. Well, his wife and the news said, make sure you wear a mask, wash your hands, don't be touching people, stay, social distancing. He ignored all that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All right, it was early in this COVID epidemic, but or pandemic, I should say. But he got it. He got COVID. Within 2 weeks, he was dead. He died. And I feel really bad because, he was about a year younger than I am. He just didn't listen. I don't know how to tell people, or, it's not my place to tell anybody, but what I would suggest and say, what I tell my friends is take care of number one and your family. Make sure that if you go somewhere, you have a mask on. I actually, sometimes I wear 2. I have the pull-up one, And then I wear the mask underneath, and then I use that sometimes to pull up. Plus, in the cold winter, it's nice and warm, keeps your face warm and everything, so that's good. But I'm not doing it because my Governor Murphy told me to do it. I'm not doing it because Fauci says to do it. I'm not doing it because the government says to do it. I'm doing it because I want to take care of myself. So that's my thought on all this. You know, you got to take care of number one. Like today, I took a ride in a Jeep. I went all the way up North Jersey, around Sussex. But I just, I'm not wearing a mask inside my truck. But, I'm always cleaning my inside of my truck. I spray my Jeep down most of the time with Lysol on the rugs because I get sometimes, if it rains heavy, I get a little water in there. And I don't want any mold. And, if you spray it with Lysol, I use orange Lysol. It smells nice and it kills and prevents the mold. And it also kills the germs in the truck. But I do it basically for the mold. But, yeah, I do it for myself. I don't do it because somebody told me to do it. I do it because I'm trying to take care of myself the best I can. When I go, I don't wear. In the beginning, everybody used to wear gloves. I used to wear gloves, but now I don't wear any gloves. But when I come back out, I have alcohol spray in my truck. I spray wipe my hands down. I spray my hands. That's it. I mean, listen, you can only do so much. But at least we're doing something to be proactive, to take care of yourself. So, I personally think that it's very foolish for people to, ignore these warnings and just, go to people's houses with 30, 40 people having a Christmas party or Christmas party from work and everybody's there dancing and drinking, no masks, Listen, if one or two people have that, or even one has COVID there, and he's spreading it around or she's spreading it around, you're going to get it. I mean, it's silly to do that. You know what I mean? If you don't give a shit about your own life, well then, so be it. But, and I know people that do that. They just go out and they don't care. Well, okay, but that's your choice. I would never do that myself. But I'm up in age. I'm 67, so I got to be a little careful, and watch what I do and stuff. Maybe if I was in my 20s, I wouldn't give a shit either. But, it's a little cold now to ride the bike. But when I ride my motorcycle, I usually wear the mask anyway for dust and it's not a mask, but it's, the little thing you pull up over your face. Unless it's super hot out. But usually I wear it because it blocks all this dust and crap and pollen, and I'll be sneezing. Keeps your face a little cleaner. Even though I got a face shield. But, yeah, I do things to make sure that, I'm safe. And I make sure my daughter and my wife do the right thing. And, I mean, that's all we can do. In the beginning, my wife used to, when she went shopping, when she came home, she would wipe, and I think she still does. She wipes a lot of stuff down with like a Lysol wipe because people handle it and nobody knows how long it lasts. But, we're not doing it because the government says to do it. We're doing it because, it's real. This virus is definitely real, and it has to be, you have to be careful with it. This flag, let me see. That's better. But, yeah, I mean, you have to be careful. If you don't care, about yourself or your family, and you can get it, come home and not have any symptoms and give it to your kids, give it to your wife. It's crazy, So that's my take on all this, But, yeah, so I've been playing around on Parler. I like it. And been working on the computers here. I got to update some of them soon. I purchased my new handgun. That came. Ammunition is so expensive. I have enough, but I'm not going to go and practice with it as of yet until I can get some more ammo. So that's been going on. I got another permit in the system that I've been waiting for since September 2nd. Same old baloney. You're supposed to get it in 30 days. September 2nd, October, November, December. What is it? It's 4 months. 4 months already. December 2nd was 4 months. So, I could give a shit less because I'll get it eventually. But, and then, depending on your police department, they're the people that hold it back. Because when you put your permit in, within minutes, when you do it online, within minutes, it goes to the state police and you get I'm talking New Jersey now. You get a notification from the New Jersey State Police that your application was put in, your background check is complete, and you have to have 2 guys that you put down to verify that you're a good person and they know you a long time. And though, all that comes back, you get it within 2-3 days and a notification almost instantly. Then, when the state police is done in 3 days or so, it goes to your local police department, and that's where it dies. Okay. Now, why, if the state police can get it done in 3 days, why can't your town get it done in a month? No, 3 months, 4 months. I'm going. I don't need it, but it burns my ass because it's just the principle of the thing. By law, the actual law says 30 days they have. But they use COVID. Oh, there's nobody in the office. There's nobody here. The girls are, working from home. We got 600 applicants. That's not my problem. It's not anybody's problem but your own. That's your job. Get it done. But they put the firearms purchase permits on the back burner because, New Jersey's such a liberal state anyway. They don't want you to have anything, not even a pea shooter. You can't have a slingshot is illegal here in Jersey. So, so that's what's going on with this crap. And, it's crazy. Then you go to pick up your gun and, when I went to pick up my handgun, normally the background, you got to go through another background check if you haven't had one in 30 days. It's like ridiculous in this state. So you go to pick up your purchase permit. First of all, you put in, now listen to this bullshit. You put in for your permit, right? And say you put in for your permit September 1st. Okay. So by the time you get your permit, it's 3 months, 4 months maybe. I'm going on 4 months. I still haven't got my second permit. So when you finally get your permit after 4 months, 5 months, now you go to the firearm dealer and you find the handgun you want, you order it, because now that took me to get my SIG handgun. It took me 8 weeks to get it. All right, so now once you get it, you go down to the firearm dealer there, and you give them your permit and everything, and you show them your card, show them your driver's license, show them your birth certificate, your shoe size, all that horse shit. Then they do all the paperwork, and then they say, okay, it used to take 2 hours, 3 hours for the NCIC background check. You need another background check. Now, figure you just went through a background check, right? Well, in New Jersey, if it's more than 30 days since you had your background checked, you got to go through it again. That procedure normally takes 2 hours, 3 hours. Now it takes 5, 6 days, sometimes 7 days, working days, to get that background check. So you go there to the gun shop, you fill out all the paperwork again, and you go home. And you wait for another call. Then they'll call you and say, okay, your background check is clear. You can come pick up your handgun. Now you go down, you pay them, pick up your handgun. And that's how it is in Jersey. I mean, it's insane. It's just insane in this state. Thank God we can still purchase one, though. That's why I don't give a shit if I have to wait 6 months for my permit. Is it right? No. Do they have a good excuse? Well, maybe, with this COVID crap. But I don't care, because eventually they're going to call me and they're going to say, Paul, your permit's ready. Come down and pick it up. So that's it. And the prices are all going to go up. It's $2 for a permit. It's going to go to $100, and it's total crap. They're stomping on our Second Amendment rights constantly here in New Jersey. It's just brutal. it's one of the worst gun states in the United States. I think the only thing worse than here, let me think. I think New York and Hawaii. New York is number one, Hawaii's second, and New Jersey, I think, is third for the worst gun-friendly states. So that's it. And I don't know. I mean, that's it with the firearms. Deer hunting's coming up. I'm probably not going to go this year because I have a couple of trophies, and my wife's not into eating the meat and all that stuff, so I can't even bring it in the house. She don't want it. She don't want the smell or nothing. I'm not going to shoot one and give it away, so that's not my thing. If I was going to shoot it, I'm going to eat it and all that. But so that's that. What else is going on here? I don't know. All kinds of stuff. We're going to see what's happening with Trump and all these, Georgia. We need to keep that Senate, man. If we lose that Senate, we are finished. And I think they should arrest Soros, myself, and Obama. But yeah, so I don't know. I watch the news once in a while now, but I'm getting tired of the whole thing. They're screwing Trump. We know that. We know that they're cheated, and everybody knows it. A lot of liberals don't want to admit it, but they're railroading him. And I mean, come on, they've been trying to do that for years. Doing it for 4 years since he got in, and this is the last straw. But I don't know. I still have faith. Everybody's telling me he's done, he's finished. You know what? I don't think so. I really don't. In my heart, I feel like I still have a lot of faith that something's going to come around, and somehow, some way, Trump's going to be president for another 4 years. And I also heard that his son, Don Jr., is going to run. He's really seriously considering, and they're thinking put him in. He might be in charge of the NRA, and that's another good thing. So we're going to see how that pans out. He's a real pro-gunner. He hunts and all that and shoots. So that would be nice if he got in there. But yeah. So, but that's it. I'm on Buzzsprout. I'm on Stitcher. I'm on iTunes, NetChatTV.com. So if you guys, I'm on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you like this video, give me a thumbs up, please. And you can catch me on all those other platforms. I posted on Facebook under NetChatTV. But yeah, so that's it. I just want to say God bless America. I hope everybody stays safe. Do the right thing. Don't be stupid. Don't take chances with your life or your family's life. And that's it. And we'll catch you next time.